Come join us as we read Farmer Patrick Gets Ready for Winter, a short story. Come join us on our farm as Farmer Patrick prepares for the winter. There's a lot to do on the farm. Are you ready? Good, let's go. First, let's see all the animals. He has sheep and turkeys and cows and baby cows and ducks and cats and redfoot tortoises and a dragon, a bearded dragon. So there's lots of things to do on the farm to prepare for the winter. Oh, and he has chickens too. Are you ready? Let's go. Come along with us as we go around the farm and prepare for all the winter to make sure that the animals are safe and warm. First thing Farmer Patrick has to do is he has to get bales of hay. Lots and lots of hay, because he uses them both for bedding for them to stay warm, but also for eating. The cows and the sheep love their hay. They eat a lot. The cows go through a lot. The baby cows go through a whole bale a day by themselves. So they have a lot of hay they have to go through. So Farmer Patrick will take either the hay or some wood shavings, and he starts in the chicken pen. In the chicken coop, he replaces any of the dirty bedding and the wood boxes for their nesting boxes where they lay their eggs. Do you eat eggs for breakfast? Oh, I love eggs for breakfast. How do you eat your eggs? I like my eggs scrambled with cheese on top. Yummy! Farmer Patrick sometimes likes his with ketchup. Next, he puts hay in with the sheep and calf and turkey barn. He makes sure that there's plenty of hay or wood shavings down for them to have a place to lay their head and to stay out of the cold. Most of the time he uses wood shavings in there, not hay, because they'll eat their hay that they lay on, and that's not good. So the hay stays in a hay trough so that they can eat the hay out of a box. And when it's really cold, the turkeys and the ducks all snuggle together inside the hay when they're behaving. They love to snuggle when it's cold, really cold out. And it helps keep each other warm. So they become friends because that's good to have friends. Next, Farmer Patrick makes sure he takes the water troughs and he cleans them really, really, really good. And then after he cleans them, he refills them and puts the water heater in there so that their water doesn't freeze through the winter, which helps him out too, so he doesn't have to get out there in icy cold to break up the water. And it's good for the animals, so they always have fresh, warm water to drink. It also helps them to stay warm. Do you have a kiddie pool? Did you have a little bitty swimming pool this summer? Well, our ducks do too. And they have to have water. They're ducks. Ducks have water. So they have 2 kiddie pools. And we also have to make sure it stays clean. And we have to put a water heater in it so that they are able to swim in the wintertime. Because swimming helps them regulate their body temperature and helps keep them waterproof on their feathers. It helps their feathers stay waterproof with their oil. Next, you can see here that sometimes when it's rainy, the sheep do not obey the farmer. Have you ever disobeyed someone? It's not very good for you because it can cause you to get muddy and sick if you go out in the rain, especially if it's cold. Well, the sheep don't always obey, and they go and play in the water puddles even when it's cold. Guess what? The cows do too. They think sometimes, I think that they think, hiding under a tree is safer and drier than hiding in the barn. They are silly cows. Our cows and our animals on our farm are silly. I guess they think they're ducks and that they're waterproof like the ducks are. But they're not. So eventually they realize, and the cows will come in and get all nice and warm and dry and enjoy their hay in their barn and settle in for the night and snuggle up to each other in the pine shavings so that they can sleep good in their bed. Do you ever have a good sleep in your bed? It's nice and warm and toasty, I bet, with a blanket. Well, the cows and the sheep have what's called wool or fur to cover their bodies, and they have a winter coat, so they stay warm. We also have our cats. We have 7 cats, and they also stay warm in their little house. Now, let's talk about the redfoot tortoises. They have to stay under a basking light to stay warm in the winter, and they also have a light called a UVB light, which is good for them to get the nutrients they need that they usually get from the sun to help them grow and stay nice and toasty and warm under the under the heat lamp. They stay warm and they get all of their nutrients. Guess what? Goldie the bearded dragon is the same way as the tortoises. He also has to stay under a heat lamp, and he has to have a UVB bulb to get all of those nutrients that he normally gets from the sun. So he also loves to stay warm. He doesn't like to get cold. Neither does the tortoises, and they don't do well at all if they get cold. Always, Farmer Patrick has help from his dad, and sometimes he goes out there as much as Patrick does. But Farmer Patrick or his dad is always replacing any dirty hay or any dirty bedding throughout the winter. That way they don't have to lay in cold, wet hay or beddings, because when it rains, sometimes it leaks through the barn and it gets wet. Or they come out and get muddy and then they go back in. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Have a blessed day.